Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with day 3 of the $100,000 spring challenge, we're calling it. So I'm here with the same group. It's actually a few other people, but they're not really officially in our challenge. So we've changed it up a bit this morning. We're going to go Microsoft, definitely less volatile, more of an RV stock to kind of show you how you can still make money on a like an 8 ATR stock. So if you're brand new to the channel, please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. So we just have some different, all kinds of different live trading demonstrations, tips and tricks and ways to hopefully help you make a living. But you should definitely seek the advice of someone you trust, somebody that's licensed, before you try any of these strategies here. So again, we have the layout here I'm going to go over. Now, I just made this available on the last episode, so you can get this layout for free, along with the scalping indicator for free, which the green are the buyers, the red are the sellers, the blue is the volume. This is an amazing indicator, and it's totally free for Thinkorswim if you have Thinkorswim. So this is a 1-minute chart, scalping indicator. This is a minimized day chart down here. We have a 15-minute chart right here. And then we have the active trader, the level 2, another 5-minute chart, another minimized 5-minute chart, a 1-hour minimized chart, and a 4-hour minimized chart. These are all here for a reason, and I'm about to go over why. And so are all these lines here for a reason. This is a specific range-bound strategy called the RV strategy. And now we're a little bit outside of the scope of how we would find an RV stock, and we're a little bit above the ATR, the average true range over a 14-day period of how far this stock should move if you're really trading the RV strategy stock strategy specifically. Then we're a little out of the range, but we're much closer to it than we were with NVIDIA yesterday. So so let me go over exactly what this is. So range-bound strategies are one of the strategies that are pretty much one of the top 5 strategies out there. They've been out there forever. But last March 2023, a group of traders got together and came up with a new strategy that was put forward by the $1 Million Margin Club, and a whole bunch of people back-tested it, including me. And there's a book put out about it called Day Trading Volume 1 that went to an instant bestseller because nobody really laid out a strategy, at least in writing before, that talked to you about how to specifically trade large cap stocks. Large cap stocks meaning $25 billion minimum market cap, 1 billion float, and then an ATR 4, 5, 6 or 6. We're closer to 8 right now, so we're a little outside that. There's other criteria in the book that are pretty important, like it consolidating over like a 5 or 10 day period, so you can get support and resistance lines over the average true range that you're setting up here, and I'll show you about that in a minute. And then you're creating support and resistance lines or channels within that overall ATR range channel. So you're literally creating a channel to trade in, and then channels within those channels with ceilings and floors. And that's what all these are right here. So when you're trading on a 1-minute chart, they're really not in your way, and they're giving you a little bit of guidance on when to come in and go out. So these are based on previous pivot points, and we'll go over those. So the book calls out exactly how to trade these. Let me just go over all the books, and then I can be done with it. So I will have links to 5 books that I highly recommend if you don't already have, or if you're brand new. Day Trading Volume 1, 2, and 3, Trading in the Zone, and The Best Loser Wins. So there's links to all those books. Day Trading Volume 1 talks to you about overall how to trade, how to get an account, how to get an offshore account, what's shorting, what's trading long, what are all these different levels, what do they mean, all that stuff, as well as a workbook. The second half of the book goes into a specific strategy called the RV strategy. Then it goes into logs, so you can log your progress, and then it has a companion book. Also in that book is from professional traders, how to find the perfect trade. What should you line up to do perfect trades? So a lot of really good stuff in that book. Day Trading Volume 2 is specifically about candlestick patterns, and it's the only book out there that has ever rated them in a book, like how accurate are they, based on tons of back testing from the $1 Million Margin Club, plus, and I know I was one of those people back testing it, plus all these other experts, which are listed in the books, that had previous studies out, and everything was combined. So it's an accumulation of a lot of experts that rated, but nobody ever put it down for all of us to see. And keep in mind, candlestick patterns have become more accurate for intraday since the 40 million new traders came in over COVID. So this is like new news. This is like new stuff. It's a very new book that has a rating and a system that works really well. A lot of the patterns that we would only look as daily patterns now actually work in intraday, because what makes a pattern work, right? What makes it repeat? It's when people see it and then they react upon the pattern. So if they know the pattern, they're going to react, and that's everything about what a pattern is. So obviously you would want to mark these patterns if you see them. It's better to know where they are, even if they're not going to be respected, if they don't work. And I'll talk about that book in a second. It's better to have them than not have them, right? So all technical analysis is based on something. You need a chart. You have to have a chart. If you don't have a chart, I don't know how you trade. You just look at numbers and you go, oh, I'll go there, although really good people can just trade on level 2. So I guess I should correct myself there. If you're really good, you just need this, and usually a little bit deeper than I have it set up. But, so you professionals know what I'm talking about. So I don't want you to shoot me an email. But 95% of the traders out there use charts. They use some sort of a technical analysis to create a pattern, line, support and resistance, Fibonacci, whatever they might create, to help them decide when to go in and go out, with also other indicators. The moving averages, is the volume spiking? That's why I said in that book it has specifically what you look for, because there's like 10 steps if you have the time to look for when you're going in and going out, specifically for scalping, which is what this is. This is scalping. So day trading volume 3 goes into a lot more puzzles and practices and stuff, how to learn those candlestick patterns better, technical analysis better. Then trading in the zone helps you realize your limitations and accepting them, and basically putting out the message that every trade can go bad at every time, no matter what you see lining it up, that there is no, this is going to work kind of thing every time. You're just trying to get an edge with the more information you have. Yes, I am watching. I do have a group of traders with me today trading, obviously, and we're for this challenge. So we are. I am watching this. So we may go in early, just like yesterday, guys, because we agreed that we would trade 40 minutes today. So the question is, do we start earlier or do we go on later? So I'm looking at these patterns right now, and I have to make that decision. I'll be calling the ball or quarterbacking. But as I said before, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Everybody is responsible for their own trades that trades with me. And then, so trading the zone is going to help you realize any trade can go bad, and then come to terms with that. And then that helps you set your share size, and helps you, always have to have a trading plan. Whether you read a book or not, you should have a trading plan. And then it's commonly said that if you follow your plan, whether you win or lose a trade, you win because you followed your plan, which will have max loss per trade, max loss per day, how many trades you can lose in a day before you walk away, and those are the type of things. And that's covered in that book, Day Trading Volume 1, 2, is an actual trading plan. But I mean, that's kind of stuff you hopefully kind of know. But yeah, and there's lots of ways to get this information, lots of YouTube channels. I have all the videos here for free. We don't sell courses. We don't charge for scripts. We don't charge for layouts. We don't charge for videos. We don't charge for anything. All we would like you to do is to watch, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and hopefully share if you feel you're getting any kind of content you'd like to share or watch again. Excuse me. Then finally, the last book, The Best Loser Wins, is a very interesting way to round up the 5 books, all by different authors, because basically he's saying that you can't count on patterns, but he also says that, you'll have a 2-to-1 trading plan or something, and you'll have a place to stop out and a place to take profit. But why I liked him so much is that I was trading before I read the book the way he said to trade. He's a very famous trader. And that is, you don't have a place to take profit. You keep going until you see signs that stock is stopping or turning around. You don't just say, well, I'm only going to take this much profit. You just keep going until you see something that, says, okay, I've got enough indicators and different technical analysis that said, I really believe I'm at the end of this run. I'm going to take my money and bank it. Actually, guys, I'm just remembering I will be reversing today, so I am going to put that in here. So I will be reversing. I didn't do that the last couple of days with NVIDIA because it's just too friggin' dangerous. But I'm looking at this action, and that was bounced off the ATR up there already. So I didn't get into how we set this up. So let me go over it real quick, very fast. So you look at the close of yesterday, which is right here, and you can see to the right of my picture, it says C $389.33. So you start with that. That's the close of this candle, which is right there. Then you look at the ATR over here, average true range over a 14-day period, and that's $8.76. So you divide that by 2. You subtract half of it from the close to get the ATR mean low and add half to get the ATR high. That's our first channel. Now we're going to create channels within channels here. So we have the ATR high and the ATR low this is a 1-minute chart. So there's a great distance. There it is right there. Now, guys, normally the book will tell you that you set your support and resistance lines on 4 hours, 1 hour, 15-minute, or 5-minute. So I quickly came to the conclusion that I needed 5 minutes. I'll show you why. There's the 4 hour. I wouldn't have had enough channels or pivot points. Here's the 1 hour. It wasn't very many more. It wouldn't have been enough to trade this because we don't have enough days across. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't rate real high. There's a rating system in the book to rate your stocks, to pick it. So that's important to get in the book. So I skipped the 15-minute, went right to the 5-minute, and then there was enough. I think this goes back another day. Does it? No. Let me open this up over here. Yeah, so I was able to get back here, and then I found a lot of levels. So why would we mark those levels? That's where the stock turned around. That's where there's price action waiting to buy or sell. So it stands to reason it might happen again, and that's all. The only reason we're really marking those is to try to help us, give us ways to decide. Also, we have the Fibonacci. I have the Fibonacci done on a 10-day 5-minute chart. You can see it right here. It ended up that the high and low was only like 4 days back. So remember, that's always troughs to peaks, and it can be either up or down, but it always is left to right. In this case, it was trough to peak, and then I do it on a 2-day over here. I had these set wrong yesterday, and there's the 2-day. Yeah, there they are up there. So this was the other way around, peak to trough. Now that gave us some support and resistance lines as well. Those are much better respected, as is the ATR levels, than these typically. And I also have the volume profile in here, which is set for intraday. I have videos. You make sure you watch that. This is supplied for free on Thinkorswim. You're going to want to get that. I mean, everything here is free, but this is one of our custom ones I did. But you can see right here, this is showing you intraday action live. And if you've watched any of the trades, you can see why that makes a difference. Everybody's up there. It's good to go, right? Yeah. All right. So, see, this came down, and it looks like it's starting to turn up, but now I'm not so sure about it. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to call it in early, guys, as you can see, and I'm seeing it go back down, and I'm getting ready to short. We'll be trading market 1,000 shares unless this has just already made its move down, and then I might wait for it to come back then. So let's just see. I thought this was about to... This is dropping too soon for me I'm not ready to go short with this, guys. So anyway, typically the strategy starts a half hour after market open if you're doing the RV strategy. And I'll look for chart alignment. There we go. I'll look for chart alignment. I'll be looking at the scalpers indicator. You can see the percentage telling me within the candle what to do here. So this is going to help me decide. Guys, it keeps wanting to go short. I'm gonna bang short here. I'm going to do it right there. So I'm in with 1,000 shares, and I'm looking to go short with this. So yep, everybody's in. And it's going the wrong way. Now that's a trend up, but the point of control is down here. So that's typically where the price action is drawing, and this was coming out to the full level of it, which means there's a lot down here to draw this down. And it's kind of got this swirling motion, and you see how the buyers are just dropping off here. So that told me that maybe we're going to go, the sellers want to take over. So I kind of just did a accumulation of a lot of different bits of information here to make that decision. And of course, it's not foolproof. I didn't feel particularly majorly confident about it. We also did have a triple tap on this support line or resistance line here. There we go. So it's not gonna be toward our 100,000. We may have some. I'm just watching the price action here, and I'm a little disappointed. That's one of the reasons I'm doing reverse, because I'm going to try to eke out every dime here, and not wait and contemplate my next entry, which is, if you're looking for the perfect trade, that's counterintuitive, quite clearly. So I'm looking at the level 2 as well. I do not expect level 2 to affect us at all with a large cap here. I do like to look at it at the market maker and the level 2 a lot for what kind of money I'm going to be making on this. So, and when I should try to reverse. So I'm looking at this line to reverse, and the point of control looked like it. Did that just move? It looked like it pulled up there. But also, yeah, I may have missed it. It's just going to bounce. Oh, there it goes. So we're looking at, is it going to get down to the 60s? I'm going to take that. I'm reversing right there with the 500. I'm reversing off that level, even though it went, I went too soon. Okay. It seems like we're going to need to get every dime out of this stuff, guys. Just, so making even $50 or $100 mistakes could be a problem to try to, we had a really good day yesterday. I did 40K. I wasn't even in first place. And then the day before that, I did 30K. And today we were hoping to get maybe 10, knowing that we were doing a stock that wasn't as volatile. But I'm worried it might only be 5, and then we're going to have a hard time getting up there with the two remaining days. We got really lucky the first 2 days. Scalpers can argue that it's never luck, and then they can also argue that it's all luck. So maybe it depends on their mood on any particular day. It's like, I don't know. I got a feeling in my toe. That's from that movie Watership Down. I love that line. Like, it makes no sense. You can't explain your intuition. I love those old animated movies. So we're looking for it to bank. It's going to break through this line. Now I'm looking for it to bank off of this to reverse, to see if it rejects off of there again. That's up at the 42 range. So I will reverse there no matter what I see just on that line. Well, I shouldn't say that. The market maker might not ever give it to me too, so it could just fall right off before it ever gets up there. Yeah, I'm just going to reverse there, guys. That gave me an even 1,000. I just didn't look like it was going to make it up there. So I'm playing off this level on a reverse. And once again, it seems to be getting to where I wanted to go in the first place. So yeah, 37.42. So it did it. I should have just waited. So I'm popping a little soon to eke out every dime that we need here. Wow, this is going to be tough, guys. I don't know how we're going to even make 5,000. This is slower action than I thought. It's too late now. We'll have to make it up. We're not even to 10 o'clock yet, so I guess you could count this as money before the typical start that would start. Now, I'd like to wait for this line where it was before. I'd like to hold firm there, but I'm just a little worried again. And then again, I kept going too early. And it might break way through that. I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? 73. And then it kept going. So that's 3 times now. I kind of got it in the middle, which is terrible, really. So this seems to be our channel right here. 392.42, 391.64. That is too tight a channel to make the numbers we want to make today. So unless we had like 5,000 shares, and then we probably wouldn't get filled, and there'd be all kind of slippage. Even on Microsoft, you might hit a point where they're not gonna. Now remember, Schwab and Thinkorswim will promise you 3.7% liquidity beyond what you see, which means they will multiply the stock size here by. This is already multiplied by 100, and then they multiply that by 3.7 to fill your position. So. It's kind of hard not to get filled if you're doing market, because they love to make money off of you, so they'll add the liquidity. And it's just they're bean counters. They've got it all figured out. So, wow, I'm going to reverse right there, guys. I saw the money and I went for it. So we're banking off that level. It's hurting me again. Now, when I reverse, I look at it like I am trying to manage a bad position. And the logic there was, after watching a lot of my back testing, I would take longer to get back in, and I would lose trades versus having trades that maybe I'd call wrong and lose, but at least I'd be in a position to capitalize on the win. And that's one of the main reasons I use reverse. It's just my style of trading. You can do the same thing by double tapping the button. It'll do exactly the same thing for you there. That's just too much to walk away from there. So, 22. I'm going to reverse again. I broke 3,000. Okay, well, I'm in the lead right now, but I'm doing some crazy stuff. I mean, caca. Oh, look at that. It's not even moving. I'm just sitting here. That's how slow this is. God, that's some scary stuff. I haven't really looked to see what the slippage is here. See, that was a lot of slippage. I wanted to bank that. 292.16. I have an itching. That's not good. Yep, I turned around too quick there, so. This is managing or having anxiety over a bad position right now. It is just completely respecting this level, though. Look at it, guys. I mean, it breaks it a little, but, you know, it's just churning right here. So now I'm looking for it to get back down to this level, you know. Wow. Okay, so it's continuing to scare me. I'm missing all these potential scalps here because I could probably get 50, 75 bucks or whatever, but okay, there we go. Where is that going? I'm going to take that. Yep, this is going to be really hard for me to call for you guys. Looking for it to swing back up into the 392.42-ish, up in that line area again. And I haven't been able to calc what I'm losing on these slips and reverses and spreads. The spread's not too bad. So I'm waiting for it to actually get up. Okay, that time I waited for it to get up there. This will be the time that it goes too far. I see somebody there is passing me up there. They caught those little scalps. Well, I got nothing else to do but watch other people trade. This is some slow action here. I guess in a perfect world I could have caught that down, you know, up and down. Watching this new series on Apple called Sugar. It's really good. It has me intrigued. A new episode drops on Friday. They drop on Fridays. So I'm kind of psyched about it. We were just talking about that a few minutes ago. Other people are watching it too. Colin Farrell is the star in it. Yes, I have time to watch TV. Wow. You don't want me to break into stories. This is slow, guys. Then we're all in trouble if I start telling histories and stories. We're going to be lucky to make 5K here. This is... Wow. I could have caught that scalp again. I think I'm going to have to catch these little scalps. This is literally not moving from right here. This is completely just stopped. We need a trend move here. This is so we had sort of like a spinning top sending it up right there on the 5-minute. I have to try to catch some of these on the dip downs here because it just I'll snag that. It's not all the way where I want it to be, but I'll reverse again. So that's 92.30. But I managed to get a couple $100 and be in the position I want, which is short for this move. Wow, I did that. I do not. Okay, good. I'm going to flip around there again. I want to be short. I'm thinking it's going to come down here. I want to be short for it, but I'm trying to catch these little scalps. I mean, I think the bigger move, it's going to go down. But, you know, it's consolidating up here, but it hasn't done one of these in a couple of minutes. Wow, I have to take that. That's $230. So is it going to keep going down? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, you know, I was playing with fire there because I kind of knew it was going to do that. Lesser loss. I'm looking for a lesser loss to go. It's almost down the hole. It's almost lost the hole. I'm going to take that reverse of a lesser loss. That's 91.87. That's not much of a... Wow. I broke 4,000 there. Long. Okay. That's now starting to get crazy. So, oh, man. See? And I'm looking up at you guys going, what am I doing? I was just literally trying to go, and I was losing track of what I'm even doing here. So, not good. Okay. Yep, there's 3 of you past me now, even with those little shenanigans. I'm just going to try to struggle to get to... I mean, we got at least 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes here. So I'm going to... I should just calm down. I should just calm down. With that in mind, this should get to like 7 or 8K, right? If it all stayed where it should stay. And I just need to Let it run for a minute here. Oh, is it going to go down? Not let it run that way. So yeah, I called it right here, but now it's even breaking where I thought it would go, and that is very painful. So I had $1,000 max loss. I think that I probably should have made it 500 because I don't see this thing going the wrong way. $1,000 for me on any one trade. It's moving so slow. So it sort of set a new parameter there. Now that's the volume, lower volume profile, kind of banging it back up. I'm trying to now just study to make sure I'm not missing a pattern that's hitting me in the face, and there is none. Let me get a better look at the scalpers indicator. This might be able to help me out. Okay, sellers have been dropping off, so that's telling me, and there they go. There goes the buyer. So it's telling me it's going to turn around, so I'm glad I didn't sell. I just got to look at some other things. And we've got a big spinning top, or almost a rickshaw man. Remember, read your patterns, guys. Day trading volume 2 and 3. That's a rickshaw man. That's showing a reversal. So, and it is enough of a trend down on a 1 minute to, I would respect that, at least until you don't, until you don't. I'm not going to take these $40 trades. I'm going to wait for it to get back up here. We want to get it back up here. All right, guys, at least to the 33.92.42 and maybe a spring higher. 63 is about the highest it's been on these recent moves. But that is a rickshaw man, and this is doing what it said to do, and now it's stopped. Maybe I should have taken that profit right there. Yeah, I'm going to take that, guys, and look for a dip to turn around because I want to go long again. Can it dip on me? Will it dip? Yes. So I'm going to take that, and what do I have it at? 391.93 is my position. But I gave more of a cushion for making a mistake here. Captured a couple. I'm literally looking here like, well, I'll take 150. It's not the way you should trade. But look at the buyers went up there. So now we've got a pullback. Let's see if it's gonna make a new channel down here. If it's gonna start churning down here. This is way more churning than I thought, huh, guys? We thought this was gonna make some bigger swings. I mean, look, this is great, right? But we're in a challenge, so I'm trying to do 10 and 15 and 20,000 a day if we can. My normal goal is 5,000 a day, trading one of 3 sessions with the open, the RV strategy session at 10 o'clock, and then the power hour session. So I might not trade all 3, maybe only one, especially if I make my goal, because I have learned the painful lesson of over trading. And you never want to assume that you're going to make money. In fact, just quite the contrary. Trading in the zone, guys. Read that book. One of the lessons I got from that, set your share size where that you could lose your daily max loss 20 days in a row. If you can handle 20 losses in a row with your max loss, then you're good. If you're freaking out, then you're not good. So you have too high of a share size. So, now that's pretty hard to, and then you're not going to, I don't want to say you're not going to, but most likely you're not going to lose. Look at that. Get ready at that level 20 days in a row, or you have a really bad strategy. You have you need, if you're trading the RV strategy and you've lost 20 days in a row, do not trade this strategy. That's the simple thing I would say there. Look at that. So we're breaking the 63. Can we actually go to the 80? I'm going to ride this a little longer here. Whoa. That actually just happened. That was a shadow wick. I'm going to take that. I can't go any deeper than that. I mean, just because I want to bank that. I caught that too late. Almost took that 100 there. Almost took that. It's up at the 70s again. I have it at 62. I'm looking for it to get back up into at least the 80-cent range. It's going to drop. It's dropping off to 63. Okay, so it looked like it was making a play for the support line up there, or in this case, the resistance. Oh, man, I blew it. Okay, so it's okay. I just don't want this to go to like $500. Oh, there we go. One more play at the that next level up there. Let's see if we can get that next level up there. That's almost there. That's close. I don't just take it, I reverse. So I don't want it to keep, that's the danger with reversing, that it just could just keep going the wrong way then when I get out. It's like, oh, you made it, and then you reversed, and now it kept going. You waited for that move, and then you traded against it. So I get so much flack about that style of trading. I'm always what comes up must go down and vice versa. And you're trading in a channel, you're trading in an overall range, and you need to expect, I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? 67. Boy. Sorry, it looks like it's still making a play. So I went long again. I don't know if I actually made money on those two trades. I can't remember what I had. Got it at 63 now. I was going to say, if it doesn't turn around soon, I mean, it's going to be turning around. I'm going to take that. What did I get that one at? 69. I keep thinking that I'm looking at the ask is my problem. I'm looking at the ask, and Dan, it made its move up to 80. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, dear. Yeah, this seems like it's actually making the move that I've been wanting it to make for a while. Like it's going to actually make a move here, and I'm on the wrong side of that move, so that's concerning. So I'm going to look to reverse here on a pullback of any kind. Maybe a little bit, so I make maybe back in this area. Let's see if it can pull back, and if it doesn't, if it keeps going, I'm just going to get out then. I'm going to reverse up there higher. So we're looking for a pullback in there. There's the 50 cents. There's the low 50s. Okay, so 50, I'm going to take that. That was, once it broke the 50 cents, which is a psychological up here, I did my reverse. Now, it better not plummet down here. So I've got 5,800, guys. I am now going long at 392.45. And I'm actually looking for this to continue its move and hoping for the best. Wow. That's very tempting, though, isn't it? But let's not try this churning stuff. Let's try this move. We want this move. Okay. So there's its little pullback. Now the point of control is right there. But, you're not seeing any of this quick volume that we saw in the video yesterday on the volume profile. Make sure you watch the video on how to set this up, guys. There's also videos on how to set up all your support and resistance lines for different strategies, all your charts, to see which way the market's going to go. You name it. If you just type in it, you're probably going to find a video on this channel about it, with a lot of different experts helping get out that information that's on the Day Trading for Success channel, which is where I am your voice and face of this is entertainment channel, not licensed financial advisors. Just trying to show you some tricks and tips of how trading can go for you if you have your setup correct and you're following a certain strategy. But always seek the advice of a trained professional, especially if you're just getting into this. And if you've been doing it for a while, it's too late for you. No. We've all suffered. You are not alone. You are not alone. I'd love to see it make this ATR, huh? That would be great. I'm waiting for the bigger move. I'm looking at these 5 minutes. The 15 minutes is starting to pull back up. This is where it started. I'm waiting for the bigger move, guys. Try to make some money today because it's already 10:19. We did start a little early, so the deal was we would go 40 minutes, or at least bank what have marked down what we have, and then you could keep trading longer after that. But for the tournament, we have 40 minutes max. So that's 10:35. I think I started at. I'm going to reverse there. It's reversing. It's reversing right here, so I'm reversing right here. So that's what I'm doing. So let's see. Yeah, it didn't make the ATR. That was wishful thinking. Whoa. So we'll look for the levels it played with before down here as possible reversals. See how hard it hits that 63-cent level. Then we'll look at the 42 and then possibly the 20 down here. Seems like it wants to go back down. I got to get that. I'm going to reverse there. I want to go short still. I just wanted to grab that and hope that there's a bounce up. And no, I'm going to take that. That was a loss, but I think it's going to keep going down. So, oh, that point of control just pulled up. Did you guys see that? That's going to push it forward. That's going to push it up more than down. So that's a little. But did you see how the buyers dropped there with the volume? So this is becoming more of a seller's situation. It's great because you can see the sentiment in here. That's why this thing is so handy. Yeah, I'm a little worried it might go up now because of this pulling up. Well, we broke 5,000 anyway. I don't expect a lot more in this move. You can just see calculating the money here, unless you got 10 little scalps in here. We'll be lucky to break 7K just doing the math by watching this. Unless you hold a position and it just went or something or down here, and you go in the right way with it, of course. So remember, guys, to subscribe, give a thumbs up, share. We really appreciate you as a viewer. That's why everything's free, no courses, no everything we give away here for free. And hopefully you're learning something and you're being entertained while you learn something. So it's a value to you. Very excited about that. I've been trading the open strategy beta test, and I keep saying that book's going to come out, but it could be months away still. So, but I'm very excited about when it comes out. The different ways to trade the open. I've always liked trading the open. It's risky, but they're kind of coming up with a plan that makes it much less risky for people. Still, you need to practice scalping skills, Yeah, I think this could be its turnaround because that point of control pulled up and it's just not going down. Well, that was $200 there. Just go a little further down before I get out. You go one more punch down. Probably not. The second I reverse, it's going to keep going. There we go. There we go. That was a really good trade for a second. Then it bounced right back up. I'm going to take that. So I almost broke 7K, and of course it's going to go down still. I almost broke 7K there, so I got it at 392.52 long. 392.52 long, guys. Yep, I keep breaking 7, so we'll shoot for that for the end of the day, but we'll keep trading in case it maybe gets to 8 or something. And we need to add this to that'll give me 77 or 78, and that means I'll have to make 20 something K between 2 days. So that means that we should go back to NVIDIA or we'll never make it. I don't know. Maybe there's another one we could pull. AMD sometimes has some big numbers. It's a weird week, too, because there's a bunch of announcements coming out and stuff. So, earnings. I'm going to reverse off that. That broke me 7, and then it keeps going. I want to go long again. I'm looking for it to dip down and give me some green, a little bit more than that maybe. I'll take that 40 and go long. I think I slipped 20 of it. There we go. 95. You guys are... Look at that. Wow, so that's a new... is it going to turn around right there again? That is hitting that with some power there. Look at that. It's going through it. Wow. Okay, we caught that in the right position. That's good. So let's look for the next line. Oh, is that it? Now it's pulling off. Wow. I'm going to reverse there, guys. It's pulling down, so I'm going to capture that. I wish I would have got a little higher. I'm going to turn around again. 393.08. 393.08. Wow. Look at it play games right here. I can get 50, 100 bucks out of each one of these maybe. Why, it churns right around here. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, you going up there? Oh, dear. Yep, I'm in the wrong position now. I'm going to have to get out. If it breaks that line. That's at 44. It broke it. Wow. I look down. One more hit. I'm going to take a lesser loss there, guys. Oh, I think that slipped in my favor too, actually, as I got out. So I might be able to break 8K if I call this last trade okay. I'm getting ready to get out here. I know we've got a few minutes left, but I'm just I'm getting a little decision fatigue. I've made a lot of trades here, and it's just when you have those huge swings like Nvidia, it kind of spoils you, doesn't it? I mean, and of course it can be terrifying. I had a few last month. I had some nice big red days from Nvidia that were quite. I don't know what the word is I'm thinking for right now, but made me feel very small and like I don't know how to trade. And it doesn't matter how long you're trading. When you have a big bad day, you feel like you don't know anything. That's every trader. Well, particularly scalpers, I suppose. Then you fall back on your attitude of just looking at the swings and just going, I'm just going to hold this for 2 weeks. I know what's going to happen. Why am I doing this? And of course, the idea with scalping is that you'll make more money by taking advantage of the short-term moves as it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, right? And I mostly do it for excitement. I love showing it and teaching it, and I love the adrenaline rush. But, if you feel very strongly about a movement that's just going to go, then it's probably for just making money. It might be wiser to take a swing on it and play that through. There's actually quite a lot of gurus that. I don't know if they trade them. They certainly show fairly long-term swing strategies that I would agree with. I would say they seem decent, based off their pivots and the lower lows and higher highs, and you're waiting for that spike, and you get in, and then of course you've got to set your loss and then your goal ahead of time, and so you can usually make your goal far higher than. You should make your goal, a minimum of 2-to-1, 3 or 4-to-1 is better, I broke 8. I'm stopping at 8. 10:30 sharp, so I have 5 more minutes. You guys can go 5 more minutes. I am not going to worry about where I am in the standings today because the money's so low that on one trade in Nvidia, you make up the difference. That sounds terrible, but, nobody's going to get more than 500 ahead of me in the next 5. Well, I shouldn't say that. They might make 1,000 ahead of me. Because I am in the lead right now. So What's my closest one? 7,600 is the closest to me right now. So, and then there's a gap. So we have one trader, the one trader that is the bane of my existence. Now, all right, guys, I hope that this was educational. Please remember to subscribe and give a thumbs up. This isn't the huge numbers that draw attention on YouTube, but, it's solid. And this strategy is a solid strategy, but it's not for everybody. So, try it in a sim and see. There's probably a perfect strategy out there for you somewhere that might not be this. But what I always like to get from new traders, and I've had students long ago. I don't really do students anymore, but I mean, is what they bring. What do they bring? Brand new people, and they can get talked right out of it. Oh, only 5%, succeed and all that. But you could be one of those 5%, and hopefully it'll be better than that percentage rate, 10% or 15%. And you might bring some idea that none of us have ever seen before. You could be that person that breaks the market, and we all get on your tailwind. And you shouldn't underestimate your value to everybody, because your life experiences and everything you hear and you put together in your gray matter and how you spit it back out is different than anybody else, right? I'm not trying to go into philosophy here, but I have seen this time and time and time and time again, that people that you think aren't going to be very good are like frigging amazing, and then they're suddenly teaching you something, and it's exciting. It's exciting, the ideas. Or they point out something, I never looked at it that way, and only you would have thought of that way because of those 5 experiences you had in your life that have nothing to do with trading, literally nothing to do with trading, but somehow you morphed it into a strategy, right? I think we all know what I'm talking about. Like and you could be 18, 20, and you could have already had something that happened to you that nobody else had. And then you apply it to what I think about that RV strategy, these 5 things. And then it changes everything for all of us. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we want you in the market, but trade in a sim. Keep your losses very tight with real money. Have a day trading plan that don't lose the house, because you may be a terrible failure. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody knows, right? But I'm just saying there, you could be the one. That was a terrible message at the end. My sarcasm is still very strong. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate. Stay inquisitive and stay green, and I will see you with the next one very soon.